Hi everyone, I'm Ellie, founder of Code of the Future, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can find templates online for websites, how you can change them, make them suitable for you, and generally just so you can enhance your coding ability when it comes to HTML and CSS, and also so you can make a pretty cool looking website. So as usual, I'm going to put my glasses on and I'll move you onto the screen. Okay, awesome. So we are in VS Code. What I'm going to do for now is not create any index HTMLs or CSSs just yet. What I'm going to show you is this website here. So this is the website, purecss.io/layouts, and essentially this website allows you to take templates of different websites, create them as your own, and just interfere and change things around. So this video will be relatively short because I want to leave you to have a go at it and just honestly explore some incredible layouts that we have on here. So this is the kind of layout section here, so we can see that there's like a blog style website, email style, photo gallery, your landing page, so this one here, pricing table, so this would be if you have a website and you want to sell things, responsive side menu, and these here are kind of smaller, they're not entirely full websites, but here we have kind of full functioning websites, and all along here this helps you with different things that you may want on your website. So if you want buttons, tables, menus, grids, all sorts of things like that. So I'd recommend checking out this video if you're continuing with your HTML and CSS knowledge, just because it's honestly awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this landing page here. It's probably a lot simpler than the other ones that we have, and all we're going to do is choose whichever one you want. You're going to go to the source, and this will direct you to the GitHub account. So if you haven't already heard of GitHub or you're a bit unfamiliar, there is a video on my channel explaining how you can set one up as a beginner. You don't need to set one up for this specific video, but I always recommend people getting one if you are learning how to code. So we are on GitHub here, and what we can do is we can open up their index.html. Now we can download this, fork it, all sorts of different things, but just because I know a lot of beginners watch my videos, I'm going to do the very simple method, and that is just highlighting the entire document. So you may be looking at this and thinking it's a little bit overwhelming, I'm not sure what's going on. So what we'll do is we'll highlight the entire document, we'll copy it, I will create an index.html file in here, so index.html into VS Code, and we'll copy the entire code. So there's a lot going on there, but don't worry, you don't need to know absolutely everything that's going on. It's the whole point of coding is that you get to learn about a whole range of different things and just test things out yourself. That's what I love so much about websites, is you can just test around and play around with so much stuff. Okay, so that's our index.html. Now if we go back, we get their styles. So this is the CSS file. So I'm going to copy this entire thing, and it's quite a lot of styles for a very good looking website. Okay, we'll copy that. Now what's worth mentioning is we need to save our CSS file like their CSS file, so styles.css. So we're just going to go styles, create a new document, file even, styles.css, and I'm going to copy and paste all of that code. We're going to save it all, and similarly here we're going to save it. Now before we go to run this, open this file, what's worth mentioning is we have these kind of relative style sheets here, we have this here and this here, and all these kind of different things. What is worth mentioning is we kind of need to link it to our specific CSS file. So here we have /layout/marketing. Now what's worth noting is we need to just get rid of this layout/marketing here, because that's not where our specific folder is, that's not where our CSS file is. It's just simply in styles.css, which is here. Okay, so if I save this and I go and open this file, so I'll open it. So this is what appears on our screen. So you'll notice this is slightly different to what it says on the layout, so it's a little bit different, and that's just because of some of the things here. So the pure CSS responsive. Now unfortunately when I did this previously it worked and it showed the entire website, and unfortunately it hasn't worked today, and that's just probably because a few things have changed since I last did it. However, what we can do is we can build on what we have. So what is worth mentioning is in this href file before it had this layout/marketing. You're just going to get rid of that, and we're just going to put styles just so it registers this here. So we have this website now. There are a few things here, file icons, but the general premise of the video works. I think what's missing are the headers and things like that, but what we can do is we can just change this to suit whatever we want. So we have this awesome feature down here, this section that scrolls. We've got this little fill in our form, contact us, and all sorts of different things. So what you can do is you can change around the colours, you can mess around with all sorts of different things. So we have in this index we have your site. So we'll change this to, you know, let's say Code of the Future, because that's my website. Here we have this big bold text, so we can say let's put Code of the Future in there, huge massive letters. I'll refresh and it says Code of the Future. Awesome. So although this layout here is omitting the responsive web menu bar, which unfortunately I'm not entirely sure why it's doing that, you can change this section here, play around with it. So where is that? Here. I can change this. I think that, I'm not sure what that actually says, but I can say free coding tutorials and loads of exclamation marks. Save that, refresh it, and it says free coding tutorials. I can make that font bigger. So what we'll do is, okay, we'll see where I've written this. So it's in a P and the class is splash subhead. So I'll go to my CSS file and I'll try find splash subhead. Let's hope it's in here somewhere. Let's have a look. There we go, splash. Okay, splash head, splash subhead here. So what I can do is I can say, okay, let's change the text size, font size, apologies, font size. Let's say I want to make it 100 pixels. That's going to be huge. We'll save it, we'll rerun, and notice how free coding tutorials is suddenly huge. Okay, we'll change that back to 30, something a little bit more reasonable, and refresh. So the main premise behind this tutorial today is that you can go and find, you know, a layout, and hopefully when you go to find the source code, the relevant CSS files will be there. So basically all you need to know is this section here with all these links. This tells you where your style is coming from. All the styles you see on your website comes from. So we have our style sheet for this styles.css. Unfortunately, I've been unable to find this grid responsive and this one here, and that is responsible for the other things you would ordinarily see. So you'll notice how on this picture there's a bar at the top and here it omits it, but that's okay. So if you try out a few different elements, you know, but if you try out a few different websites, you know, the source, hopefully you'll find the relevant CSS and save that as a CSS and the whole website will work. But don't worry if not. What you can do is just play around with it like I'm doing now. So we're playing around with it. We've got this, I can change, you know, this is a button that says getting started. It sends you to pure CSS, you know, their website. I could change that to my Code of the Future. So let's find that. Let's find where they've put that. So here, purecss.io, I can change that to my YouTube. Okay, copy that, paste it into there, we'll save, go back onto the website, I'll refresh, and now when I click getting started, it takes me to my YouTube. Awesome, how cool is that? So the main idea behind this video is you can take any template of a website, like in this pure CSS, you get the relevant CSS files, you know, as I said, specified in the style sheet at the top, and then you can just play things around. So here we have this class header, and what you can do is you can go into your style CSS, you can find where this header is. Let's see if it's in here somewhere. Got home menu, let's have a look. Header might be, actually header will be in the other CSS file, but that's fine. We've got a footer, so let's find the footer in here. I'll find footer. Okay, so we've got footer. It says view the source of this layout to learn more, and that footer is this little footer down here. So we can change things with that. So footer, let's say we don't want it to be black, let's say we want it to be red. Save that, we'll refresh, and notice the bottom now changes to red. So the reason why I've included this video is that I wanted to show you that you can take templates offline. There are so many out there. I'd encourage you to go find them. GitHub has loads of different templates that you can just copy the code as I did in this video and just have fun and play around with it. It's so cool and it's so nice to be able to set up your own website. This is something that a lot of website, you know, designers use, is other people's kind of templates and cater it to themselves. So what I would encourage in this video is that you go and find templates like this pure CSS, you copy the code and you just play around with it. There are a whole range of different things in here, you know, you can change the text to suit you, and as I said, the really important thing with the style thing is all you do is you find the class, the relevant class, and you'll just change that class to suit you. And yeah, honestly, it's so incredible. So obviously in this video we don't have these CSS files here, but this video, it isn't sponsored by this website here, but I would just say this website is so handy for website layouts. So that has been the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up, and if you want to support the channel even further, then hit the subscribe button and the bell notification with it so you don't miss out on any future videos, and also check out the donation link in the description of this video. But for now, I will see you all in the next video.